Hey everybody, welcome back to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make delicious chicken fried rice. So you're going to start with one large chicken breast that I've already cut up into small pieces, and I had a tablespoon of butter melted in the skillet, and I'm going to add some Paul Prudhomme's Poultry Magic. You can use whatever seasoning that you like for chicken. Or if you want to go more Asian, you can use ginger and garlic and maybe a little bit of salt to get flavor. So this will need to cook for about 4 minutes on each side. So I'm going to be stirring it around until we get here. Now the chicken is completely done, and I am actually cutting it up a little bit with my spatula just to get bite-sized pieces for the fried rice. So this looks great, and I'm going to take it off and put it aside in a small bowl, and then we're going to switch out pans to a wok. If you don't have a wok, you can actually do this in a large skillet. I just find it so much easier to cook fried rice in a wok. So there you go, that chicken looks beautiful. And now we're in the wok. Use butter. You want to use 2 tablespoons of butter. Let that melt down and stay with it. And now we're going to go ahead and cook the eggs. So you're basically doing a scramble with 2 large eggs in the wok. This takes seconds, so stay with it. This is not a time to go get a cup of coffee. Really, you can't leave fried rice. You need to stay with it because you're constantly turning it and mixing it up. So there we go. Those eggs are starting to look great. I'm going to add a little bit of kosher salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you have on hand, or you can skip the salt. I just think that salt brings out the flavor of the eggs and, of course, the fried rice. So not too much, maybe 1/4 teaspoon at the most. So you'll learn sometimes my measurements are just like a pinch, a pinch of salt. That's really all you need. So this is looking great. I'm going to take the eggs out of the wok, and we're going to add some more butter. So our next step is melt this butter down and get ready for the veggies. So now the butter is melted again, 1 to 2 tablespoons, and we're going to add some onion. And I just used 1 medium onion, diced small. And this will need to cook about 3 minutes. You want them to be translucent. But again, remember, if you're using a wok, it's going to cook faster. So stay with it, keep stirring until they're clear. Next, we're going to add some garlic. Look how beautiful those onions look. Just a teaspoon of minced garlic will be fine. You can use less if you don't like garlic. Let this activate. It takes about 30 seconds to activate the garlic. If you cook it any more than that, it's going to start to burn. So stay with it. And I'm actually going to add a little bit more butter, tablespoon, because we're going to add some veggies. I like to use frozen carrots and peas. And you just buy those in the freezer section of your grocery store. And I'm going to use about a cup of frozen carrots and peas. So let me melt this butter down, and then we're going to add our frozen vegetables. It's perfectly fine to use frozen in this dish. Works out great. And you'll see in a second. So here we go. There's my peas and carrots. And some people use fresh carrots, which is absolutely fine, but this is very convenient. I kind of think of fried rice as a convenient kind of food, quick And so anything I can do to shorten the process, I do. All right, this is looking beautiful and it's time to add the rice. Listen carefully. We're going to add 4 cups of cold rice. Cold, C-O-L-D, cold rice. It's very important for your fried rice to come out right. I am using just a South Louisiana long grain rice, but you can use jasmine, you can use basmati, whatever rice you have on hand will be fine. It's got to be cold though. So here we go. I'm going to break it up a little bit and then start mixing in the rice with the vegetables. And if you noticed, I haven't really added any seasoning yet. I want these things to marry together. I want the veggies and the rice and all that butter and onions. I want all of that to marry together. And then we will start adding our seasonings. So this is looking great. It'll take a couple of minutes, probably about 5, to heat up the rice and really mix it, but stay with it. You don't want it to burn on you. Now that the rice is thoroughly warmed up and vegetables are all mixed in, let's add some seasoning. So I just did about a half a teaspoon of ginger. And now I'm adding in the pre-cooked chicken. Just start mixing all that together. This kitchen is smelling fabulous. So you just want to really stay with it, mix everything around. And now let's add some liquids. So I use liquid Aminos instead of soy sauce. So I'm going to add 2, 3, maybe 4 tablespoons. It just depends on how it's looking. So we'll start with 3. But I'm going to keep that on hand just in case. And 1/4 teaspoon of sesame seed oil. Sesame seed oil has a lot of flavor, so you don't want to overdo it. Just be conservative with it. You can always add in more. And remember, taste as you go. Once I get all of this mixed up, I'm definitely going to take a spoon and sample it and see if I need to add anything else. So we're mixing all that together and it's smelling wonderful. The wok is on medium high and you can see so it's browning up a little bit and that's exactly what I want. Don't want to burn it. My sample. There I go. I'm going to taste it. All right, we're adding our 2 large scrambled eggs that we cooked earlier in the wok. And I'm going to add some green onions. This is 3 stalks, chopped up really fine. And this is just about done. I'm going to add another tablespoon or so of liquid Aminos because I just want that brown look to it. And you just break up the egg. You can see the smoke coming off the wok. So everything is really piping hot. Starting to get some more browning on the rice, which I absolutely love. And this is just about ready to serve with those egg rolls. I'll link that recipe below. Thanks, y'all. Enjoy.